Hello, peoples of the universe. Destiny Blade here, being horrible at video games since the beginning of time. And today we are, well, tonight we are continuing Titan Quest. Experiment failed. The character I was hoping to get caught up here is inferior, so we're just gonna try and see how far we can get with this guy, even though it's not ideal either. And hopefully I don't die too much and I have to come up with a different build altogether. I know it's been a couple weeks since I last uploaded anything. Stuff has been going on. It's start of December. I can't necessarily go into too much detail, but a house fell on, or a house, good God. A tree fell on my boss's house, so that was fun. So we've had that going on, and just a bunch of other stuff here and there. Hopefully I can get back into a regular rhythm of recording every week, because I know the minute you take a break on this platform, it doesn't look good. But anyways, we left off back at the Brothers of Ambrosos right before we have to go to the Sacred Olive Tree. So we're gonna talk to this guy over here and get this quest, and yeah, continue onward.
A blacksmith of remarkable skill lives in the hills by Helicos Pass. Some say the god Hephaestus himself taught Termerus his craft. He's friendly, but he keeps to himself. If you can find him, he will sell to you at a fair price. If he likes you. Termerus is gifted. He can make marvelous things. If he didn't live off by himself, he'd make a fortune. Termerus is gifted.
So, in case you guys forgot what build this is, it's Spirit and Rogue, an attempt to take care of two of the bulkiest enemy types, being the Bison and Undead. And
I see you've traveled a long road, stranger. Come, have a look. I might have something to suit your needs.
Cheated, but not technically cheated, when I played this game previously. It wasn't that bad, at least I don't remember it being this bad. It could just be because I have inferior stuff. Let's see if we can't find any improvements. Weapons, ideally. Doesn't look like it. Okay, now I can look back at armor. I honestly don't think I'm going to find anything better than what I currently have here, but I'm trying to save this character. I really don't want to have to try and start a new one, especially having to do what I usually do. Well, not usually. Kind of an exploit more than anything. Essentially, the exploit involves you needing 2 controllers for whatever system you're playing on. If you're on PC, I'm not sure how that would work. But essentially, what you would do is, you would have 2 characters, one accomplished hero, one maybe not, and you do need DLC for both of those characters. With the accomplished hero character, what you do is start up the game normally. But with some other character, you go to the village of Helos, wait for that character to load in, and then the accomplished hero character, who starts later in the game and normally would not have access to the village of Helos, would then suddenly have access to Helos. So all you would have to do is activate the Rebirth Fountain in Helos, save and quit, go back to normal player, and suddenly you have a level 40 character at the beginning of the game, going back and reclaiming all your missed quest and boss monster experience points.
I was on my way from Delphi with some goods to trade. I had just set up camp amongst some nearby ruins when I heard the rattle of bone and smelled the scent of death. I looked up and saw skeletons everywhere. They didn't seem too friendly, so I ran. As far as I'm concerned, whoever finds my goods can have them. I lost my possessions, but I kept my life. I would call that a fair trade.
And through experimentation of my own accord, I have found that the Competent Hero kind of puts you 5 to 10 levels behind where you really should be. That's dictated by how many hero monsters spawn, how many shrines of experience you come across, but it's about 5 to 10 levels that you're under, roughly. Plus, you wouldn't get any, skill or attribute points from any previous level ups or quest rewards. Oh, crap. My magic is actively draining. Oops. That's not ideal.
Is there something you're looking for?
That's totally not ideal. And there's no energy regeneration. Okay, well, that's something we're gonna have to deal with. So, I guess one of the big issues with this build, specifically being a warrior, you can counteract energy drain. I mean, I could buy a piece of mage armor that should help, but I really don't want to.
Come again.
Okay. Let's see what's doing it. Not blade honing. Although blade honing did slow it down. Unvenom. Death chill. Not Spirit Ward, so it's a combination. That one just stops it outright, so it's a combination of everything. Okay. Yep, there we go. Okay. So let's turn off Spirit Ward for now. And now it's stagnant. Okay. So, going forward, I'll have to try and find stuff that could potentially offset my energy drain. And I can walk through that leather fence. I don't know if you guys saw that. Target these two. Okay, you better not mess up anything over there. I will give you guys I do have a very tough cat who likes to get to places where she's not. so hopefully she doesn't unplug anything important. I've tried everything I can think of, trying to keep her from getting any places. Cats are gonna do what they do. It's gonna cut a lot of my arm away, though. I'm liking that health regen. We'll try it. How do I have attribute points? I don't know. That increases energy regeneration. Psh. Psh. Hey, cat. Okay. Really? Sorry about that noise. Trying to stop my cat from flicking at my cords. And she just turned on the answering machine. Alright. Still actively draining. Okay. Really? Alright, give me a sec, guys. Okay. I know, looking at a pause screen is entirely entertaining. I apologize, guys. Why is my screen freaking out? Cat, is that your doing? Damn it, cat. I don't know if you guys saw that, but my screen was freaking out. I don't think you guys would have seen that. But essentially, my little Miss Troublemaker, her name is Midnight, messed up my HDMI cord. Nudged it out slightly, so I was getting static.
That is my grove burning on the hill above. The sacred tree is still up there. She may be unharmed, but you'll have to get past the savage brutes to reach her. I only pray that the goddess Demeter has kept safe the sacred tree. I pray that Apollo strike the satyrs down with a rain of arrows. To reach the sacred olive tree, you must climb the hillside and walk through the entire grove. The ancient tree looks out over the sea from the cliffside. In different times, a traveler would stop in my grove to rest beneath the shade of the great tree. But now, none come near. Those despicable satyrs have burned most of the crop. A foul deed no man would dream of.
You'd be surprised, but anyways. I know that's the end of that dialogue thread because there are some dialogue threads I know where they end and others I couldn't tell you. That particular one I know does end there, so there was nothing more for him to say that would have been irrelevant information. No, don't turn to where I hate these. They're annoying only because they create webs that divert attention. And the targeting system on console is not the best. On PC, I know, I prefer the targeting system on PC because realistically I can target whoever, whenever. So you really see the hit and run tactics for the rogue build. Because you can hit an enemy, run to a different one, hit him, run to a different one, hit him. And by the time you hit the third enemy, the first one's already down to poison, and the second one is almost there. I thought I wanted to take this, but I didn't. Okay. Basically, I have to watch out on this boss when she creates that big poison pool. And it saps your health. Other than that, not too terribly difficult, as you just saw. Probably worse, but I can't see because of cat. Cats are really good at hindering me. I can't tell you what it is or why they do it, but they do. So none of these grants energy regeneration. Okay. Now, in case you forgot, or just didn't watch the last episode, which, what are you doing watching part 5 of the series without watching 1 through 4? Anyways, we needed the sacred olive branch from the sacred olive tree to give as an offering to the Oracle of Delphi so we can get a prophecy. A prophecy that makes sense when you play through the entire game at least once, but like all prophecies would be very cryptic at the beginning.
The tree is unharmed? Can it be true? Maybe the gods have not abandoned us after all. Demeter bring you health and abundance and long life.
I mean, yeah. But I want sheer indomitable power. beads of brawn. Those are going to be absolutely useless to me because they increase my base strength. Which, I can hear some arguments saying, well, that just allow you to use a weapon that you should use. Yeah. But then if I unequip that ring or necklace for something that turns out to be better, without adjusting the proper attributes, suddenly I can no longer use that particular piece of equipment that the ring is helping me use. So I try not to go for rings, amulets, or even armors that boost particular specific attributes, unless they're like epic or legendary items. Just easier for me that way. Doesn't get beads of bronze. Okay. I can't use any of this. Cat, you're not making this easy. Worse. Alright, awesome. Okay. You guys can see perfectly fine. I can. But, with the reinforced degrees of agility, it might say it's a 20 base armor, but it grants +9 armor. So realistically, it's an armor rating of 29, as opposed to an armor rating of 27. So, the one I just picked up is technically worse. That's how those calculations work. Whereas other RPGs like Skyrim, for example, they're all about sheer numbers. How big of a number can you get on this particular build? How many points of health does your poison do? What is your armor rating in Skyrim? It's less methodical. Because there are certain pieces of equipment that especially that might have a lower overall base armor rating, but the benefits you get from that particular piece of equipment makes it superior to the higher base number one. Still figure out as we go along, but you'll notice I'm still using the one that has massive health regeneration as opposed to the one with the higher base armor. For instances like that, it is a small enough of a difference in overall armor. It doesn't really matter. I'm having this one that way. I just use less health potions after But, if I ever get a character, not a matter of if, it's a matter of when. When I get a character on the PlayStation that I personally enjoy and I think is going to perform really well in Legendary difficulty, and I get particular pieces of equipment, particularly the Legendary ones, I'll try to look at in detail. Just know it'll be a big, reference. Just imagining trying to call back to this. Hey, remember part 5 of my original series? I said armor stats are far more complicated to let on. Well, here you go. Okay. Now, if you guys do decide to play this game for yourself, a few tips starting now. First one, when you get a Shrine of Experience, don't bother looting until you either clear out the immediate area you're in, or all the enemies dead. Because, oh crap. That's not good. Okay. This hero monster is a pain. Go, 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 go. This lovely guy is called Shadowmaw. For any rookie player at this point who's not level 40 using the exploits with Ragnarok DLC, this guy can ruin your day. Your best bet is to make sure you have a ranged weapon, like a thrown weapon or a bow, and kite him around. If you have rogue mastery, let poison do some of the work, but never face this guy dead on. He will destroy you at low levels. He is ridiculous. He's almost done. There we go. Whenever I do a new playthrough of this game, straight new playthrough without any sort of... without doing the exploit I came across, I always dread Shadowmaw. There are a few enemies I dread. Shadowmaw is one of them. He is just insanely powerful for where you're expected to fight him. What do you mean I can't hold it anymore? Well, that's a bummer. Excuse me. That totally sucks. So as you can tell, we're getting relatively close to Delphi. But there's still a few secondary locations I have to travel through. And there are a couple hero monsters that also spawn in those locations, so in doing so, I have to be careful.
Our chests are spacious and secure.
If I go ahead and put myself in a stupid situation, I'm gonna die again.
Good day then.
Welcome, welcome. A fine warrior like yourself. I'm sure I've got just what you're looking for.
Okay. So let's see what this guy has. Nothing helpful. Okay. I'm gonna go with that one, because that has energy regeneration, which I am currently valuing.
Farewell!
but it is still not enough to offset.
Greetings! Come again! Satisfaction guaranteed.
Man. Video. Yeah, no microphone I can use. Leave me alone. Yeah. It got caught. Video games hate me, guys. That's not even me being cynical or over dramatic. Video games legitimately hate me. I can be playing a Pokemon game, let's say Pokemon Sword and Shield, and I can be trying to find a particular Pokemon. Yes, I'm a grown man. Yes, I still play. Yes, I still play. I just don't battle. Anyways, I can be trying to find a particular shiny Pokemon. Let's say shiny Giratina in the Dynamax event, Sword and Shield expansion. I can be looking for 3 months and not get any shinies. My older brother can find 3 shinies other than the one he is hunting for. So, I'll leave it up to you guys to decide if I just suck at video games, if I'm cursed. I mean, how many times have you heard my intro? I literally said it is not just a funny, quirky thing for me to say about how many of my videos. It is a true fact. I just suck. I doubt you guys actually saw the GTA 5 races because really there was no race. It was me spending 30 minutes on one section of the track because I couldn't get past it. Where Dark Assassin on the other end is driving around, lapping me, and there was no race to be had. Suffering, and Dark Assassin getting more content. I was just existing in my own little section of the course. And yeah, that was just it. Me hanging out, hanging around, having fun with Twilight Kingdom because we couldn't progress through the course. So we were just trying to land every time we drove off the edge. We make our own fun. When a game becomes too hard, difficult, or a section becomes too difficult or impossible, we have to make our own fun with it. I personally try not to get frustrated at games. There are some, specifically in certain situations, that make me really irritated and make me regret picking up the game. I'd always come back to it, less frustrated, and sometimes I manage to clear it. Other times I'm put in a situation where I'll take it away again and come back to it. That statement holds true in one particular situation. And I do plan on doing a series of this. I want to try and finish up this game before I start any other game. Borderlands 3 will be as well. But anyways, back to my story. I'm a big Monster Hunter fan. Love the game, love the series.
Well, I don't get many visitors. Greetings, how can I help you?
Gore Magala specifically is my favorite. Love the looks of it, love the story behind it. I just love Gore Magala. Don't like fighting it a whole lot. But it's certainly not the worst monster I've fought. There are two monsters in particular I hate. Hate trying to hunt. And they both were released at the end of the Sunbreak expansion for Monster Hunter Rise. The first, Risen Shigeru Magala. For whatever reason, I just can't seem to get a hold or a read of how it attacks. My mind, for whatever reason, does not process the Risen Shigeru Magala's attack patterns. Now, if you guys don't play Monster Hunter, you don't have to necessarily pay too much attention during this little story. But if you guys have played Monster Hunter Rise, and have struggled, like me, I'm with you there. And then, the other one is Primordial Malzeno, the last monster released for the Sunbreak expansion for Monster Hunter Rise. Part of me feels like Primordial Malzeno is hard for the sake of being hard. Any enemy, in my opinion, whether it's Pokemon, Fire Emblem, Monster Hunter, doesn't matter. Any opponent that has an instantaneous kill, that to me, I find cheap. If you expect me to survive, dodge, whatever, don't make it where A, you're unable to dodge the attack in the first place, and B, don't make it an instantaneous kill. If it reduced you to 1 health, yeah, I could accept that. I'd have ways of coming back. Just pop in the map. Just eat a max potion. You're good. But instantaneously killing me without so much chance to defend myself, protect myself, recover, whatever, I find a little cheap. Part of the reason I don't play Dark Souls, I might get Dark Souls just so you guys can see how much I suck at it. When I played it previously on the Switch, yes, Dark Souls game remastered for the Switch, I can get myself out. No matter what I did, how long I spent grinding, the Del Gargoyles were as far as I've got. Some of you watching are probably going to be like, I beat Dark Souls, no big deal. Dan, I'm happy for you. But remember, you're talking to someone who sucks at video games. I still have a level up and I haven't been spending it. I'm just in the mode beating up Classic Greek mythology. I should probably spend a level up. Okay, let's see. I'll work more on spirit. Okay. Alright. Let's see. That does not offset it still. I probably should have done a more build. Oh well. Not much I can do about it right now, unfortunately. This character is used by the playthrough of all three main story and then the DLCs. Probably won't for epical legendaries. I'll probably do a different character. Or if it is a rogue spirit master, I'd probably set it up with the exploit. For reference, know that exploit does not help you cheat. In fact, I often find that you get caught up pretty much. When you clear the main story and start to go around. I mean, yeah, you basically read through the first third of the game, main story-wise. Start slowing down the second third, and by the time you beat the final boss of the main story, you're pretty much caught up. Your character's just usually level 41, 42? Again, depends on how many hero monsters spawn and how many shrines of experience you find. But the exploit I use doesn't necessarily break the game. Might hinder you more, depending on how you lay your skills out. You may be undeveloped. I understand how that sounds. People who thought of dirty things immediately get your minds out of the gutter. For this, if you don't know what I'm saying, don't worry about it. Boosted damage or boosted benefits to pets. I don't have a pet yet. So that one is kinda useless. Even if I did, I still don't use those too much. I find the summonable pets are basically kind of I mean, I guarantee there are like builds revolving all around increasing the potency of pets. I'm attempting one myself. Nature Mastery, Dream Mastery, and if you consider idleness, benefits not only me, but my pets as well. But in most cases, you're probably going to be better off focusing on boosting your character, replacing that beast collar's ring or amulet with something different. On epic and legendary difficulty, your elemental, basically all of your resistances are lowered into the negatives. So lost my train of thought, but I have a feeling you guys know what I'm trying to say. Working on a build to benefit your summonable pets is an option. I just don't think it's a very good option, given the nature of this game. So, the enemies and the heroes here off to themselves. Alright, fine. See if I care. I don't. I actually kind of do. I kind of want to survive. I know, it's hard. The town soldiers were NPCs. Come on. Second off, I could have gotten an experience point from those enemies, man. Oh boy. The main ads are ripping me to shreds. This is not ideal. And here we are, the city of Delphi. So, unfortunately, that does mean I do have to run this character back to Megara and go through what I just went through again. Try and get an extra level. Which means it is, unfortunately, time to cut this one off. I know it's a little shorter than my other ones, but trying to be consistent here, guys. I don't want to affect the system I have going. So, on that note, that's going to do it for today. Thank you for wasting your precious time watching me make a fool of myself online. Please like and subscribe if you enjoyed and want to see more. Fare thee well. No. Monkey fart.